It's just been something that's been weighing heavy on my heart. Like the past couple of days, hell, honestly, all week. And I just really want to kind of vent it out. Have you ever had somebody that loved you so much to the point of envy? What about somebody that was just so inspired by you, just so inspired by everything that you do, all that you are, that they start to copy every single thing that you do? And do these people just so happen to be utterly delusional that they feel as if they did all of this themselves? They came up with all of this themselves. They had no help. They had no inspiration. If you can relate to anything that I just said, then baby, go ahead and pull up a seat. Let's chat, because I'm ready to talk. Is this a safe space, baby?
Envious music.
Hey y'all, if you're new here, welcome to my channel. And if you enjoyed the vibes, please don't forget to subscribe. Also like, comment, share, and make sure you hit the little notification bell so you're always aware anytime I drop a new video. So I apologize in advance if I seem to like move around a little bit more while I'm doing this video, because if you saw one of my most previous Vlogmas videos, I sprained my big toe, y'all. So yeah, I still have to elevate ice and all of the things. So I'm currently trying to find a comfortable position to sit in and talk to y'all for real. And this is another reason why I have to kind of re-plan my content for this month, because a lot of the stuff that I planned on doing involved walking around and things like that. And right now I'm just not able to. So all of my OGs and my supporters, I thank you so much for being here constantly, every single week, every single day. Anytime I drop something, y'all are here, y'all are showing out, and I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Y'all are the reason why I continue to do what I do. Because there have been moments to where I was really just like, you know what, fuck all this shit. One of the major challenges for me as I can't even say a content creator, as somebody that is a creative in general, okay? Because if you know me, you know like I'm a talented individual. But once upon a time, I used to keep my talent hidden. And reason being is because every time I would come out with some type of talent, like it doesn't matter if it was dance, if it was art, you know, whatever it was that I was doing in a creative way, it always triggered those around me for whatever reason. Honestly, I could literally just be breathing and somebody's irritated. Like just my presence alone just aggravates people's insecurities, aggravates their demons, whatever it is that you want to call it. And at this big age that I'm at, I'm 34 now, by the way. At this big age, it's like, it gets so draining and so tiring, y'all. Like, can I get real with y'all? Can I like get real deep with y'all for real? Since a kid, I've always been in these unwritten challenges, these unwritten competitions with people that surround me. And if we get deep into like the spiritual aspect of things, it is in my birth chart, like where some of my placements are set up, that I come across those type of people for whatever reason. A lot of the connections that I end up being in, whether it's friendship, whether it's relationship, whether it's co-worker, it always ends up being some type of competition, some type of envy, some type of jealousy, or whatever the case may be. And it sucks for somebody like me because I have such a big heart. And those that know me personally, if you know me for real, comment, make sure you drop a comment, okay? If you know me for real, in real life, you've known me since childhood, or you've known me like in passing, or even if you've been a client of mine, like you know my heart. I'm the type of person, I do not gatekeep. I will give you any type of resources. If I know how to do it, I'm putting you on. If I know the people that could potentially help you, I'm putting you on. If I have the information, I'm telling you the information. If I know how to do it, I'm showing you personally. Like, it's just in me to do that. And then on top of that, I am a person that just loves to see people win. Like, y'all have no idea watching people on, whether it's social media, whether it's out in public, I just love watching people be their authentic selves. I love watching people win. I love watching people be genuinely happy, whether it's a relationship, whether it's them glowing up, whether it's them starting a business, whatever the case may be. Like, I am the biggest, loudest one in the room, and I always have been. I've always been built that way. So when I just always found it weird and strange that whenever it was my turn to win, or whenever it was my turn to glow up, or whenever it was my turn to have some type of success, I didn't necessarily get that same energy. Especially let me rephrase that. I would get that energy from strangers, but not necessarily from people that were close to me, people that were in my circle. I can literally count on like 3 fingers how many people that are in my knit tight circle that really show up, show out, support, and always have. As a kid, I've had so many different opportunities to do different things, or things that I was interested in, whether this is in between my childhood and my teenage years, right? There was just so many things that I was interested in doing, so many things that I wanted to try. I'm just a big creative, and I like to do new shit. I love experiencing different things, and for whatever reason, it just always was an issue for somebody around me, whether it was a best friend, whether it was, a family member, like a teacher, like it just didn't matter. Like, it was just always an issue. So it got to the point to where I would literally just start to close myself off. I stopped sharing my talents. Like, as far as painting, as you can see, like I'd be doing, drawing and painting and stuff like that. I literally started doing that openly in 2018. People that have known me since elementary school didn't even know that I could draw, didn't even know that I could paint. One of my close friends was just like, bitch, like, when were you able to do this? It got to a point that I started keeping all of my talents a secret because I didn't want to trigger anybody. I didn't want to piss anybody off. I didn't want to lose my friendships. I didn't want people to think that I was trying to outdo them or outshine them. So I constantly just dimmed myself to make everybody around me feel better. And I'm getting emotional talking about it. And I promise I'm not gonna cry on this camera. Not today. But I'm getting emotional talking about it because I just never understood like why people were just so triggered by my presence or by my energy or by my talent. And a lot of the times, I don't even do anything. I could literally just be sitting in a room, just sitting there. I was never a person always dressed to impress. My sister can tell you that. I would sweatpants, baggy tee. Like, that was me. Some slides. Don't let it. Slides? Oh, best believe it. Adidas slides, Jordan slides. I don't care what kind of slide it is. But I promise you, I'm going to have a slide on my foot. You know what I'm saying? I was always I was a big tomboy, still am. I'm just more comfortable in like, baggy clothes and things like that. But I never was one to put myself out there. And as I'm getting older, I'm realizing why. I always went out of my way to not be seen because I didn't want to upset people around me. You know what I mean? And now that I'm being more open with my talents and my gifts and content creating, it's like those old wounds are circling back around because I kept myself hidden for so long. And now that I'm publicly putting myself out there in so many different ways, it's like those triggers are coming back. You know what I mean? All of the things that used to upset me as a kid is resurfacing. So even now at my big age of 34, I'm trying to face all of these things head on without getting in my feelings about it, without getting upset about it, without being triggered or whatever the case may be. And it's very hard. It's hard because for whatever reason, I constantly find myself in these situations to where people feel as if I'm trying to one-up them, or I'm trying to be like them, or I'm copying them, or I'm taking from them. And the crazy thing about it is, it's always in reverse. It's always in reverse. And that's what I meant in the beginning. Like, some people are just so delusional to the point that they really feel like they're the ones that did it first. And let me be clear. I know everything in the world is recycled, okay? Nobody right now is the creator of anything. Like, we know that, right? But there is a difference between being inspired and flat out copying. And that's been the gist of my life. Either it's copying, or it's envy, or it's competition. And it's like, why we all can't just hold hands and kumbaya into the sun together? Like, I really want to see y'all win. I don't even care if you're doing the same things that I'm fucking doing. We can, like, we're two different people, two different personalities. You're going to have your own tribe and attract your own people, same as me. There shouldn't be any competition. There shouldn't be any envy. And I just, for the life of me, y'all, I just don't understand. And one thing I really struggle with as a content creator is, I know that the views are gonna come. I know that the subscribers are gonna come. I know that the following is gonna come. Like, you know, I know that. But one of the things that I really and truly struggle with as a content creator, or just a creative in general, is knowing how much work I put into stuff, knowing how much time I put into stuff, knowing how much passion I put into stuff, and it's just a slow, gradual climb to get to the goal that I want to get to, right? But then you have people that are inspired by me, that copy me, that try to compete with me, that will either take my ideas or do the things that I'm doing, whether it's work related, because again, I ain't gonna hold you, the spiritual community ain't no better, okay? When it comes to the stuff like my business, the spiritual community ain't no better. I can literally name names that have taken different ideas and things like that from me and just took off with it before I even got the chance to do it. People that I confided in, I've like talked to and had ideas, you know, or whatever, and next thing I know, they're doing the exact things that I said that I wanted to do, and that's on me. I had to learn how to shut the fuck up. Sometimes I just get so excited and I just start talking. I just start talking, and I talk to people that I think that have my best interest at heart when they don't, you know, so that's on me. But it's just always some type of competition. Like, I gotta beat you to the punch. I gotta do it before you do it. Or I gotta get it before you get it, you know? And why? I don't get it. Y'all, right now, perfect example, and I put this on Facebook, and I'm not gonna call this creator's name because it's just not in me to do that. I'm not gonna do that. But I am gonna talk about it. And there is a creator on TikTok that I've noticed has thrown all type of shade towards me. Any type of thing that I post, every now and then she'll throw shade towards something that I'm talking about, something that I'm posting. It's gotten to the point now that she's even started copying little things that I do. And granted, she has a gigantic following, y'all. Like, she has a big following. And I think she's a gorgeous girl. I think her content is A1. Like, she has her own niche. Like, she is in her own lane, essentially. And then here I am still trying to gain up my following, you know, just cruising in my own little lane, minding my own little business. And for whatever reason, I'm in this unwritten competition with somebody that I thought we was cool. Not, you know, I don't know half of these people on social media from a can of paint, you know, but like social media cool. I thought we was cool. I didn't know we was out here throwing shade and throwing trees. I didn't know we was low-key beefed out. I didn't know that we had an issue. Like, what's really tea for real, you know? But this has been the story of my life, y'all. And I think this is why it's so hard for me to put myself out there in the public. I've never been a person that was afraid to tell my story, or afraid to be vulnerable, or afraid to be open, because I've always been an open book. But when it comes to this, like, when it comes to things that I'm passionate about, like my talents, my creativity and stuff like that, that's a little bit of a soft spot for me. So when I end up in these situations where I'm in these unwritten competitions, or I'm surrounded by people that are envy of me and I thought we was cool, you know, I'm surrounded by people that are jealous of me and I thought everything was everything, you know, like it's hard for me to, that's a hard pill for me to swallow, because it's just like, I don't do nothing to y'all, you know. And I know there's people out there that can relate to this, you know what I mean? Like, we really be in our own lane for real. For whatever reason, we be triggering the hell out of everybody. And for why? Like, y'all, it's like, I get it, don't get me wrong, I understand it, but at the same time, like, I'm still a human, so it still kind of affects me. And then a lot of times it just makes me not want to do this shit. It makes me want to go back into my little shell and just keep all of my talents to myself, you know, keep all of my creativity to myself. Like, that's literally what it makes me want to do. I'm not going to do it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like this is just a big test. I'm not going to do it, but it makes me want to. It does make me want to. Honestly, I feel like it's expected, because, you know, it's like the makeup business and the, you know, the hair business and stuff. Like, you're gonna have people. It is competition out there, you know. And I feel like that's normal competition. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's kind of sort of in the same field, so you gotta do what you gotta do to get where you need to get. And I don't mean that in a malicious way, because as long as you're authentically you, your tribe is going to find you anyway. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it is a dog eat dog world when it comes to these different lanes, as far as like content creating and creativity and things that nature. It is a dog eat dog world. We know that. But it's just like, does it have to be like that for real? I think for me, it's just very, very frustrating knowing that I'm doing what I'm doing and I'm doing it authentically. And I'm just really being me. And I'm just, you know, doing what I feel I'm being called to do, whatever's on my heart to do. And it's just people out there that just hate that. Like, they hate that. They envy anything that I do. Just me, y'all, and I'm not exaggerating. Like, I could really and truly give y'all stories. But me coming on here to vent is not a bashing type situation. Like, I'm not trying to bash anybody, you know what I'm saying? But I am just telling my truth. And it's crazy, because I feel like a lot of people that envy you don't even recognize that they do. They don't even recognize they do. They don't even realize that they're the ones that's actually the problem. And that goes back to what I said, just the whole delusional aspect of things. They don't even realize it. And it's unfortunate, you know? But it's like, I really be wanting to win with other people. I be wanting to glow up with other people. I be wanting to network. I be wanting to connect with others. But I'm terrified of doing so, because every time I make that connection, or every time I link up with different people that's in the same field as me or whatever, it always turns into something. It's always a competition that I never wanted. It's always the jealousy and the envy. And for what? Like, we're literally, like, I just, for the life of me, it's, y'all, I get it. Like, I understand it. Don't get it twisted. I know I'm a big deal. Like, and that ain't even on no cocky shit. I know I'm a big deal. I know the type of light and the type of energy that I bring for real. I know that shit. But at the same time, it's like, baby, it's not my fault that you don't know that you're a big deal. It's not my fault that you don't know that you're just as talented. It's not my fault that you don't know, like, what that got to do with me? Like, if you felt the same way about yourself that I feel about me, we would not be having these problems. But because you feel inadequate next to me, how is that my fault? Like, I don't get it. Like, I get it, but I don't get it. You know, like, the human side of me just doesn't, I can't wrap my head around it. Because why can't we just win together? Why can't we just glow up together? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we just, like, you know? And y'all know I don't really come on here and talk shit for real. I don't do that often. I don't really come on here and talk shit for real. But I just really had to get this off my chest. I don't even know if a lot of people are even going to watch this or not. And honestly, that's fine. Like, at this point, YouTube has been my diary. a little piece of my diary, because I let y'all into my world. You know, I let y'all into like the things that I have going on. Every now and then I'll tell y'all what's on my heart, what's on my mind. And this is just one of those moments. I'm just really just venting and getting it out so I can move forward and continue to do what God put on my heart to do, which is be an inspiration. Like, I know I'm here to inspire. I always said that I'm just here to inspire. Like, I know that. But at the same time, I want to inspire people that have genuine intentions towards me. You know, like, I'm so sick of all the monitoring spirits. I'm so sick of all the fake connections. I'm so sick of all the, like, you love me so much, and then once you start seeing what's really going on with me or what I got going on and what I'm trying to do, all of a sudden that love switches to envy. Like, babe, it don't gotta be like that. You don't have to be like that. I really hate that for not only me, but for anybody else that's like going through that. Because it becomes disheartening, and it becomes damn near debilitating, honestly, because it just makes you not want to do, like, I mean, for some people it might push you harder. You know what I'm saying? It might push you harder, like, oh, y'all hate me now? Cool. You gonna really hate me later, you know? And I applaud that attitude, you know what I'm saying? But then for other people, it does just make you kind of want to go back into your shell, because at the end of the day, this is not the type of energy that you wanted. This is not the type of energy that you expected, especially when you're a person that just genuinely loves people. You love to see people happy. And I'm one of those people. Like, I'm not trying to upset y'all. I'm not trying to trigger y'all. Like, I'm not trying to, you know, be in these unwritten competitions with y'all. Like, I'm really clapping for y'all. Can you clap for me too? And can you do it genuinely? Like, you know what I mean? I just love helping. I love inspiring. I love, you know, doing for people. I love showing up for people. I love supporting people. I love just seeing people in their happiest moments. You know what I mean? Like, no lie, y'all, when I went on a cruise for my birthday 2 years ago. And on my birthday night, we went to the club on the boat. And I literally sat there, and y'all know, anybody that knows me, I'm a dancer for real, okay? It don't matter what's going on, I'm gonna bust out in some type of jig, like whatever. Even if it's a song in my head, best believe I'm twerking the ass, shaking the shoulder, gyrating the leg, it don't matter. Like, it's just, like, it's just in my blood. But I didn't dance not one time this night. I literally sat there with my drink and just watched everybody around me have a good time. And that alone, like, just thinking about it is making me smile. That alone just made me so happy, just watching people be so carefree and have so much fun and just dance like nobody's watching, laughing, having a good time. Like, shit like that literally makes my heart burst. I love just seeing people happy and winning and in love and all of the things. And I just really just want people to do the same for me. Damn. Like, I'm laughing, but I'm for real. Like, I just really want people to, like, can y'all just give me the same energy? Like, you don't gotta be like this. I don't want to compete with y'all. It's not a competition. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that to say that I'm better than anybody, but like, I'm in my own lane. So it's not a competition. I'm not competing with y'all. I'm competing with myself. You should be doing the same thing. You feel me? Like, I don't know, y'all. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I just had to get this shit off my chest. And, you know, y'all know I got ADHD, so my venting was probably all over the fucking place. There probably was no fucking structure at all within this conversation, but that's fine. That's fine. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, that's fine. It just wasn't meant to resonate with you. And I promise, like, that's okay. That is okay. Everything is not for everybody, but if it does resonate with you, if you feel where I'm coming from, like, drop some hearts in the comments. Like, let me know that it ain't just me out here that feel like this for real. Let me know. Because I know it's not just me. Like, I know I'm not crazy. I know I'm not the only one that's dealing with these fully boos out here. Just clown activity. I'm sick of it. I'm so tired of it. I just can't. And at this point, my block game is just heavy because I'm just not, I just refuse to make myself small again. I refuse to hide myself again. I refuse to hide my talents or close myself off of the strength of somebody else because they're not comfortable. I'm not doing that no more. I'm not doing that no more. So the moment I peep it, the moment I peep the jealousy, the moment I peep the stealing, the moment I peep the issues, just block. Like, I promise you, I'm just going to disappear. It's going to be as if, baby, I'm a Scorpio. It's going to be as if you never met me. I'm going to go from lovey-dovey, unconditional love to straight HR. I promise you, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. It's not my fault that you're triggered by whatever it is that I'm doing. And if you are, you got to take that up with you. It's time to look in the mirror and figure out what's really going on with you. Why am I triggering you? You know, just from simply living, just from simply speaking my truth, just from simply posting on social media, just from simply glowing up and healing and doing whatever it is that I'm doing. Why does that bother you? Y'all got to figure that out. Because I promise you, I might be a spiritual guiding, you know, I might be a spiritual guru for some of y'all. I might be a guide for some of y'all, but I promise you, I'm gonna hold your hand and say this, baby. I'm not helping you with that. Figure it out. Figure that shit the fuck out. And leave me alone. Damn. All right, y'all. That's all I got. That's all I got. I'm gonna go ahead and start my day. I just had to get that shit off my chest because we about to be in a new year soon. And I'm not bringing this shit, these feelings that's sitting on my chest, I'm not bringing that shit into the new year. So, got it off my chest. It is what it is. I'll more than likely post this as a Vlogmas because why not? You know, why the fuck not? But okay, y'all. I thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Thank you for hearing me out. Like I said, if you enjoy the vibes, if you enjoy these type of one-on-one talks, or if you're interested in book content, spirituality content, or even just simple day in the life content, definitely don't forget to subscribe before you head out, okay? But I love y'all so much. I hope y'all have a beautiful week, and I will talk to y'all later, okay? Bye.